Now let's tackle some possibilities. Philippines is a very strong candidate. It's not because I am a Filipino, but because she really deserves a spot, not only in the top 20, but in the top 10. She was very fabulous in the gown. Many people say her performance in the swimsuit is a little bit excessive. But I think it only shows her determination to win. How strong her determination is to win. But I agree to some extent that it is a little bit excessive. Not really about the whole execution of her swimsuit, which is just fine because it should be fun. It should be a little bit carefree. It doesn't come out as cocky or pornographic. One thing that I really don't like is, you know, the quick turn, the quick flip, like like that, you know. I think that should be deleted, but the catwalk is fine. I think it's great. I still believe that her red gown during the gala night, you know, the red one, would be more point earning. If ever she makes it to the top 10 or top 5, that gown would definitely give her a boost to win the crown. Because it's very iconic. In fact, even if she loses, that gown would still be remarkable. Her execution of it would linger for a long time. Everything in that was simply gorgeous. The makeup, the hair, the color, everything. It's almost perfect. I don't know why the Philippines doesn't have the capability to have such gowns for a very long time. They've been joining beauty pageants since time immemorial. And except for Miriam Kiambao's gown in 1999, all the other gowns were very disappointing. Or majority, I should say. The gowns that Miss Philippines wore were tailor-made for Miss Universe. You know what I mean? I didn't really know why. Here is my top 20. Good luck to all of you. Russia, Thailand, India, Vietnam, Malaysia, Costa Rica, Fiji, South Sudan, Czech Republic, Hungary, Peru, Philippines, Indonesia, Paraguay, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Venezuela, Brazil, USA, Australia. I hope these underdogs that I chose, you know, really make it to the top 20. Fiji, South Sudan, Czech Republic, Hungary. Fiji was great during the swimsuit round, and South Sudan as well. The white gown that she wore fits her to a T. Puerto Rico tripped a bit, but she didn't show any playful mood. She should have utilized it to come out as a little bit sweet and charming. She should have done what Costa Rica has done, you know, wave to the crowd, throw a kiss, and smile. It looked as if Puerto Rico took it very seriously. So for me, only for me, that was a minus point. She didn't use that chance to shine. Mexico was great. The problem is she just doesn't stop, you know. Catwalking is just like a speech. There should be a pause. She just went on and didn't care about the viewers. You know, how I wish I could see more of her body. You know, I'm referring to the swimsuit competition. And her beauty more intently. Had she made some pauses and display her wares to the fullest. USA and Venezuela would make it, primarily because of the sash factor. I think Miss Venezuela lacks something, I don't know why, as well as USA. But it doesn't mean that I don't like them, especially Venezuela. I like Venezuela. Paraguay would suffer a bit, although for me she really stands out in the swimsuit, together with Peru. She would suffer the consequence of coming out right before a stronger candidate, which is Peru. Philippines, who comes next to Peru, would not suffer much negative impact because the next one to her, which is, I think, Portugal, pales in comparison. So it was sort of a strong Paraguay, strong Peru, strong Philippines, and a not so strong Portugal. So I think, numbers also have some effect to one candidate's points. Russia. I like Russia. I could see her going to the top. The gown was fine, but I think she didn't carry it well. And the energy, it's missing. Of course, everything would depend on the way they would answer the questions. So there might be some silent candidates who might just give a splash during the pageant night, during the finals night. China is a little bit stiff. She's got a great body, but she is stiff. Other possibilities, Philippines is not the only country that aspires for a back-to-back win. So Indonesia can still win it. Philippines is not the only country. And also, Philippines is not the only country which hopes for a crown in their own backyard. So don't count out Vietnam as well. So Vietnam might win it too in this regard. Miss Vietnam looks like an Asian princess. Thailand, India, and Vietnam gave a not so aggressive performances. But it doesn't lessen the fact that they are strong bets for the crown as well. Remember, not all judges appreciate aggressive, determined, over-the-top performances. Some of them look for this regal, slow but sure performances. Peru would make it to the top 10 or even higher. She might actually win the crown, based on her performances. She really stands out. And I think she remains on top of my list. But, as what I've said, everything is still depending on how they would answer the questions that will be given to them. Another possibility is an inclusion of more than one black candidate. So I think Nigeria, Jamaica still have, a chance to make it. I didn't include the beautiful Miss Ukraine in my top 20, but the moment she gets a good score in her preliminary interview, she will make it to the magic list. It's really very difficult to trim them down to just 10, but we can't help it. The crowning must go on. Here is my magic list based solely on their performances during the preliminary competition. Here is it, and good luck to all of us. So thank you very much for watching. This is your friend Robato saying arigatou gozaimasu, and good luck to all of us. Thank you.